What's up YouTube, Adam here, and in this video we are going to be doing a direct speed comparison between the brand new Motorola Moto G on the left hand side and the almost brand new Google Nexus 5 on the right hand side. Now I was going to leave this to a full comparison, but a lot of you guys have said to me, can you please do the performance comparison just so we can see the difference between these two phones in terms of their potential performance. So first up, let's have a look at the Geekbench score, and on the left hand side you can see the Motorola Moto G, only 1 gig of RAM and a 1.19 gigahertz processor, and on the right hand side 2 gigabytes of RAM on the Nexus 5 with a 2.27 gigahertz processor. So let's go ahead and run these benchmarks. And they're off, and I will come back to you in just a minute when these guys are finished. And the scores are in, and on the left hand side we have got the Moto G, which took almost 3 times as long as the Nexus 5 to finish the Geekbench, and the single core score comes in at 341 with a multi-core score of 1160. On the Nexus 5, a single core score of 917 with a multi-core score of 2702. Now, not quite 3 times the performance, but very, very close indeed. And that goes in time exactly with the amount of time it took for the Geekbench to finish. Now we're just going to do a benchmark on the graphics performance with gfxbench, and I'll bring you those results in just a minute. And here we are with the gfxbench benchmark for graphics, and I can tell you that the Nexus 5 was at least 3 times faster, probably actually about 4 or 5 times faster than the Moto G. Now let's just have a look at a couple of these scores. So the one at the top here on the Moto G, we got 316 frames at 5.6 frames per second. If we go over to the Nexus 5, 1280 frames at 23 frames per second. The next one down at 613 frames at 11 frames per second, and 1351 frames on the Nexus 5 at 24 frames per second. So in some scores, the Nexus 5 up to 3 times faster in both CPU performance and also GPU performance. Now the phone itself is not 3 times more expensive than the Moto G. It really is probably only about 30 to 40% more expensive. But which one is worth buying? I'll be bringing that to you in a later video. Anyway guys, that's all for now. Please do hit that like button, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.